3D Heart Necklace Gel Nail Art Tutorial by Hotpinkzebrapolish.
Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to be doing my second Valentine's Day design, and this is going to be using hard gel. And so for this design, it is not your classic Valentine's Day design. I mean, kind of, it's got a heart in it, but it's inspired by a necklace very similar to this one that my father gave to my mother on their wedding night on Valentine's Day. And so it's got just some really pretty gold, and it's just kind of elegant and Valentine's Day without being like Cupid. So I hope you like that, and don't forget to click subscribe to see my future videos as well.
So I'm going to begin with 2 layers of a pink colored gel. So the reason I'm doing 2 layers is because I want to really make sure that they do cure properly. So do 1 layer, cure it, and then do the second one. And the other reason for the 2 layers is just to make sure that it is completely opaque, because you want to make sure that anything is going to show through. So just make sure that it's nice and opaque. And so then I'm going to be adding that second layer of color gel. This isn't really building up the structure at all. It's just for color. And then cure that again. After that is all cured and ready to go, I'm going to lay down a bead of some clear builder gel, and I'm going to start forming that. This is where you're going to be building your nail structure, and I am not really accustomed to using gel, so this is always a little foreign to me, but it works. It's not. If you go from acrylic to gel, I think it's probably easier than going from gel to acrylic. Maybe not, maybe I don't know. So then I'm going to clean off the tacky layer after that's nice and cured, and I'm going to be filing it with a 180 grit file. The one thing that you do notice going from acrylic to gel, is that gel files so much easier, which is kind of a treat, so I really enjoy that. And then I'm going to be buffing it with a 240 grit padded buffer, really making sure that I'm buffing this nice and smooth because I don't want any chrome pigment to get caught in any grooves that are left from that original file. So now, using some black color gel, I'm going to be painting out the design that is going to end up being gold. So first I'm just going to paint the one half of the heart going that way. And then I'm actually periodically looking down at the necklace that I'm wearing to see what exactly the shape of the heart is, because I knew it wasn't just a plain heart. So after you get that one line down, then I'm going through and doing the other side. And so the one side, it has an extension at the top of the heart, and then the other line has an extension at the bottom of the heart that kind of curves down, makes it a little more interesting than just a plain heart. And so after I have that on there, just like so, then I'm going to, now depending on your gel, if your gel tends to run, or if you are afraid it's going to run, go ahead and flash cure that. Mine has a nice stability to it, so I'm not too worried about that. So I'm just going to continue on and finish this portion of the design and then cure it fully. So then at the top, I'm going to add that little loop that connects it to the chain, or that it sits on the chain, and then add just a little half circle, like a half moon, for where the chain goes. And then after that is cured, I'm going to go through and add a second coat over everything just to add a little bit more dimension and thickness to it, because it was awfully thin. In the beginning there, this color gel does not have much of a body to it, and so if you want it to have some dimension, you definitely do need to add a couple layers of it. So then here's a second coat, really easy. Second coat always seems to go quicker. Cure that, and then I'm going to be burnishing in some gold chrome powder, and as you can see, that powder is kind of setting and sticking to the background a little bit, but it comes off really easy as long as there aren't any little scratches for that to go in. So I'm just going to make sure that that is nice and burnished in with a silicone tool, and then I'm going to take and I'm going to remove the excess chrome powder with just a piece of a lint-free towel. I always tear mine into bits so that they go farther, I don't know, so just a piece of one. And then I'm going to be applying a layer of gel sealer and curing that, and really carefully apply the gel sealer so that you don't remove any of that chrome powder off of what you need to be gold. So then I'm just using a nail form backing. I'm going to be mixing some clear builder gel with some magenta glitter, and this is kind of like a medium to a dark magenta glitter. It's, the stones on my necklace are little imitation rubies, but they kind of have not like a red color, so I wanted to give them more of like a pinky red, so this is the color I went with. And then placing your little stones and creating your little stones, take that builder gel with the glitter and then just place a little bit down, and then sort of curl your brush into little tight circles, and hopefully that's going to give you a nice little dome shape. So I'm going to be placing down, this is the first layer of the pink stones on there, and then go through and do the other side just like that. And then after you have those where you want them, I actually did adjust those a little off camera because they were not quite right. Cure them, and then I'm going to be adding a second coat of this gel over the top. And this time, after you have them on there and after you have the gel over each of the stones, flip the nail upside down for just a couple seconds before you cure it, right before you cure it though, so that the gel will settle a little bit going down, and it's going to give you really nice dome shapes that have a lot more dimension than if you hadn't done that. So then I'm going to be mixing my other stone color, which is going to be that clear builder gel again, but this time with some white glitter. And so this is for the little crystally, diamondy looking ones on my necklace. So just like that. And so after I have that, I'm going to go in between each of those the pink stones and add the white ones. And if they get a little out of hand like that one, just clean your brush, get some isopropyl in it, and then you can sort of push that back together and readjust the shapes if they did get a little wacky. And so after you have that first one done, just go through and do the other one. Same thing, put that little bit down, and then like curl your brush up a little bit, and it should release that, and it should give you a nice circular shape. And once again, if you want to, you can flip that over. And depending on your builder gel, if it tends to spread, mine did ever so slightly on the first stones that I did, but it held its shape reasonably well. But you can always flash cure it. So if you find that you get 2 stones down and then all of a sudden they just spread all over the place, do 2, flash cure for 15 seconds, go back, do 2 more, flash cure, so on and so forth. So now I have just 1 of those left, and after I have all those in place, I am going to go ahead and cure that again. And so now I'm just going to spread some builder gel, just really thin layers around each stone, and then between each of them I'm going to add a gold caviar bead for the little prongs that hold them in place. And so I'm just going to go around adding those caviar beads. So I just add a little bit of builder gel here and there, and then go through and pick up a caviar bead, set it down. And generally speaking, I don't really like caviar beads. They're not really my style. I have never found a circumstance where I've loved them except for this. This is the first time that I've ever used a caviar bead and thought, yes, that was the exact thing that I needed, which is, a lot of people love them. It's just my personal preference. So I was really happy that I had a good use for them for once. So then I'm just going to continue setting all of those into place, all up and around that necklace. And this is a necklace that I don't wear every single day, but I do wear really quite often, and so you probably might have seen it in other videos in the past as well. So then I'm going to apply another layer of that gel sealer and cure that again. That second layer of gel sealer is really beneficial for 3 reasons. It's going to hold your caviar beads in place and prevent them from disappearing. It is going to really give your stones a nice shine, but it's also going to make that chrome powder last a long time. Chrome powder has a tendency to just disappear. It wears off really quickly, but having a second coat or 2 coats of gel on top of it is going to make a big difference and really make it last. So I hope you like this design and share recreations with me on Facebook and Instagram, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!